In today's Consumer Alert, the demand for microchips jumped during the pandemic, and production disruptions and supply chain issues made it difficult for suppliers to keep up. Now, as Meg Oliver reports, experts want the government to help American manufacturers make more chips.
How big is this facility?
So this facility is about 420,000 square feet.
Here at GlobalFoundries in upstate New York, everything looks yellow. Special lighting is used to protect the delicate production of microchips. Engineer Christopher Belfi is equipment manager.
How complex is it to make these microchips? They're in everything we use, phones, TVs, cars.
It is extremely complex.
Chips are needed for just about all devices, laptops, home appliances like refrigerators, gaming consoles, and medical equipment. The chips are the brains of devices. The U.S. produces just around 12% of the world's supply, and we've relied heavily on chips produced in Asia. But when the pandemic hit, it shut down major production plants, decreasing supply. There is renewed focus on producing more chips at home, as some experts warn not doing so could also be a national security risk. The House is currently considering the Chips for America Act. That would provide U.S. manufacturers with $52 billion in funding to help boost domestic production.
Why is it so important to manufacture on American soil?
Well, I think it starts first and foremost with security.
Tom Caulfield is the CEO of GlobalFoundries. In addition to upstate New York, they have facilities in Vermont, Germany, and Singapore.
What stage are we at in this chip shortage?
I'd like to be more optimistic and tell you that right around the corner, help's on its way. Just the complexity of technology, that it takes years to put capacity on. And I think for the better part of the next 5 to 10 years, we'll be chasing supply in this industry.
Experts estimate the chip shortage cost the U.S. economy around $240 billion last year. A recent report from the Department of Commerce found in 2021, demand for chips were as high as 17% more than in 2019.
Now, both the House and the Senate have passed their own versions of the CHIP Act, and while there seems to be bipartisan support, there's no agreement yet, so no funding. General Motors is recalling more than 740,000 small SUVs in the U.S. because the headlight beams that can be too bright and cause glare for oncoming drivers. The company is recalling GMC Terrain SUVs from 2010 through 2017. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says reflections caused by the headlight housing can increase the risk of a crash. GM hasn't come up with a repair yet. The company expects to notify owners with a letter starting April 23rd. Pfizer is voluntarily recalling its blood pressure drug Accuredic because there's too much of a particular impurity. Now, it's common in water and food like cured and grilled meats, dairy, and vegetables, but it could increase the risk of cancer if you're exposed to too much for too long. Though there haven't been reports of anything happening to people who've taken this medication, Pfizer says they're recalling it just in case. The recall includes the brand name and 2 generics. More details are available on Pfizer's website. The big 3 credit reporting agencies are gearing up to wipe out most medical debt. Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion say beginning July 1st, paid medical bills that have headed to collections will no longer show up on credit reports. What's more, by 2023, the agencies will no longer include medical debt under $500.